Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Eyes Without a Face. And this movie came out in 1960, and it's a horror movie, kind of mystery film. And I thought it was really great. It's been on my watch list for a long time. Finally got to see it, and I just fell in love with it. And like all great movies, it's best not knowing a whole lot going in, so I'm not going to describe the plot too much because I feel as though the less you know, the better your experience will be. And this is one of those movies where the plot is very important to the story and like everything that's going on. Like, you really have to pay attention to what's going on in the plot because it makes the movie a lot better. It's not like you can just turn the movie on at any point and you'll just get into it. No, there's lots of necessary context that you need for the movie to work. Like, you don't want to miss like a minute of this movie because you will be missing something integral, I feel. And I did like the opening scene to this movie. I feel as though it established the tone very well, and there's no dialogue or anything like that. It's just something very simple. I'm not going to say what it is, but the way that it's handled, it's very simple. And yet, everything that is being shown is very important. And it's kind of like not so much like what you would expect in a typical horror movie or a slasher movie where it's just to show the killer and what they're capable of. In this case, it's kept a bit more mysterious as to what's going on. And I love the mystery aspect to the movie. You don't always know what's going on. Eventually you do. Within the first 30 minutes, you understand what's going on in the movie and where things are leading to. But the movie has such a unique way of presenting these things. And there are points in this movie where it is disturbing and scary. But I feel as though it's done successfully. And although I do have a couple issues with this movie, I do think that it's very effective where it matters. But going back to the first 30 minutes, after everything in the story has been revealed and you just see how everything is about to play out, it doesn't get any less engaging because of it. Because you see the progression of characters and you see how much of a toll this is taking on them and how they eventually turn and transform from the beginning to the movie all the way to the end of the movie. They have an arc that's satisfying and interesting. There's also things that this movie does technically very well. And I love how this movie is shot. I think it's very beautiful to look at. And I like how things are presented. I also love how the one character, the title character, Eyes Without a Face, how that is acted in the movie, how it's performed. You don't see their face, you just see their eyes, and they're just wearing a mask. And essentially what they do is they have to act physically without showing any emotion on their face. While you can see them cry, you can see their eyes, and I think that's a good idea. So you can get a better understanding of how the character is feeling. But just the physical performance I thought was handled very well, and everyone is great in this movie. The acting is really strong. No one is over the top and cartoonish. Everyone is very reserved and has a good understanding of what their character is and how it should be acted out in the movie. I also really love the tone of the movie. It's very hopeless and kind of somber at times. But I do like that about the movie. I think that complements the film very well. And overall, I think the movie has a great plot. And after the first 30 minutes, I didn't really take a whole lot of notes because I was just absorbing the movie and just curious as to what was going to happen next. And the movie always had me. It was never boring to me. This movie is only an hour and a half and does not waste 1 second of it. And I love that about the movie. No time is wasted. It's all story and characters and everything that I want, it gave me. And that's really what I value in this movie, is that it sells me exactly what I want. It's very satisfying for what I'm looking for in a movie like this. And that's why I love it. And as far as issues go, it's very minor, but I do feel as though the main theme was used a couple too many times. Like in the first 30 minutes, it was used like 3 times, and I was thinking to myself, just stop using it. I felt as though it was a bit overused. And also, there was one effect in the movie that I felt could have been done a bit better if they showed just a little bit less. And I'm sure for the time it was very disturbing. And I believe this movie is based on a novel, and the novel is very disturbing from what I've heard. And it's a lot more graphic than the movie, I believe. I could be wrong on that. But the movie is disturbing, but not so much to the point where it just feels like a Saw movie where no one believes that this is real and it's just ridiculous. And it's just shock value, because I don't feel as though that's the case for this movie. I feel it's as though it's all purposeful and it's like that perfect balance for the most part of what to show and what not to show. And that's about all I have to say for Eyes Without a Face. It was scary at points, very interesting. I love the tone, I love the horror element, I love the plot. The characters are great, the performances are great, the music's great. Just about everything is great, and any complaints I have with it are pretty minor. And they're sprinkled in there, but it doesn't ruin the package, in my opinion. So definitely check this movie out. It's not going to be a movie for everyone, I feel, but I do feel as though it is, at the very least, worth watching. So check this movie out whenever you get the chance, and with all that being said, I'm going to give Eyes Without a Face a 9 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Eyes Without a Face, and my social media links will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for The Secret in Their Eyes. See what I did there? 2 eyes movies with the word eyes 2 times in a row. But anyways, look forward to that. But until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.